Pretty Tarot YouTube channel here, and this is the June 2018 reading for Virgo. And this reading can apply to the sun sign, rising, moon, and Venus and Mars if it is prominent in those planets, meaning like I have a Venus, Virgo, and Mars. So you may find that you can relate to the readings that way. This is a general reading which can apply to different areas of your life. So, love, life, and relationships, job, career, finances, health, family situations, whatever is going on, health, whatever is going on in your life that may be significant. Make sure to check out the readings for your rising sign, moon sign, and like I said, Venus and Mars if those are significant in your birth chart, okay? Now, what I'm shuffling for here is the main energy for you guys in this particular month. And, oops, that's like 3 cards. I want 3. And I'm going to be using my Chakra Oracle deck, which is new. And keep in mind that there's many Virgos out there. So this reading may or may not resonate. But I pray for the messages to come out for those who truly actually need it. So no need to fret or worry. If you're interested in personal reading, visit my website, prettytarot.com, or email me at prettytarot@gmail.com. So you guys got the self-esteem card there. Okay, and of course we all know what that's about. That is also a guardian angel card. You guys have somebody looking over you, you know what I'm saying? But you guys need to focus and work on appreciating and loving yourself as who you are. Now I know it sounds cliche, love yourself and love everyone else and all this other stuff, but what I'm looking at here, this goes beyond the whole love yourself before you can love anyone else kind of thing. This is something that it affects your entire life, okay? It affects your entire situation, no matter what situation you're in. That's the reason why that card is coming up for you guys as your main primary energy in this month, is that some of you could be very well operating in very like from a very inferior sense of I don't deserve this, I don't deserve that, or feeling insecure like you don't bring enough to the table, or like you're not good enough, or like you don't fit in, or like you don't qualify, or like you don't have what it takes, not skilled enough, not talented enough, not gifted enough, whatever it is, you guys somehow are struggling with this feeling that you are not enough and what you bring to the table is not enough, and you're doubting yourselves and selling yourselves short, okay? And it's because you have some self-esteem issues, whether you guys realize it or not. And until you guys fix that self-esteem issue, until you learn to appreciate who you are and understand what you do bring to the table, no matter what the situation is, whether it is relating to your jobs, career, relationships with other people, even with any kind of dreams or goals you have, if you don't think you're capable, even if you aren't the most talented or skilled with something, or even if you aren't the most perfect person or whatever, you can improve and up your game. You can take a class and learn something. If you're not a good dancer, you could take a class and learn how to do whatever this is that you feel will make you qualified for something or whatever. And when it comes to love life, everybody has flaws. Everybody has flaws, but no one here in this world can judge another person and say that they're not good enough. You are your own worst critic. So if you don't feel like you're good enough, then no one else is going to think you're good enough either. And you will end up dealing with situations and people that really do not serve your purpose. Now, what Also, the energy that is affecting this whole self-esteem thing here, it looks like you guys have some sort of miracle here, that either is coming through. And remember, I mentioned guardian. This is also a guardian angel card. So you guys have somebody who is looking over you. You guys have a guardian angel looking over you. You have a spirit guide looking over you. The divine spirit is looking over you. God is looking over you, and trying to help you and work in your favor, and also trying to help you heal. Okay, and trying to help you heal through your experiences. And you may feel like your experiences may be trying for you, rough for you, or maybe stressful or hurtful, whatever it is. But um, that light is still kind of like being shined on you in some form, even if you cannot see it just yet. Okay, like I said, there is a spiritual energy that is really surrounding you, protecting you, looking out for you, guiding you. You just need to be able to pay attention to hear it and listen. And don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt anything. Okay. And the other thing about it is, uh, and I'll say this as a perfect example. Um, I know a Virgo son who, uh, they recently said to me that they've been, behaving a certain kind of way because they don't feel supported, and that surprises me because, um, and it doesn't surprise me at the same time. It surprises me, but doesn't, because this person, I could tell they were to some degree ego tripping. And it was all based off of the fact that they wanted someone to, um, I don't know, stroke their ego or tell them that they're this and they're that and blah, blah, blah. And let me tell you something, you don't need anyone to validate you. You don't need anyone to tell you that you're great and wonderful. It's great if somebody does tell you that you're great and wonderful. And who doesn't want to hear from someone that you're great and wonderful? But the thing about it is, you don't need anyone to do that for you. If you don't already know that you're great and wonderful, or that you're capable, or that you're doing a good job, or that you're doing the right thing, you're on the right path, you got this, then it won't matter if it comes from someone else. And the thing about it is, you don't want this sense of confidence to come from other people. You want it to come from within, with your own knowing that you got this, you can handle this, you're good, you're great, you got that going for it, you're a good person, da da da, you're talented, gifted, skilled, qualified, whatever. Okay? Because if the way you feel about yourself comes from validation from others, it comes from the way others tell you who you are about yourself, then you put yourself at a risk for ending up dealing with people and running into people and attracting people who may not paint you in the prettiest picture or the nicest picture. And you'll end up getting someone who could end up taking advantage of you and telling you, you're not this, you're not that, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Or if you find that you don't have that support group around you for whatever reason, you're not going to feel good without them. And you don't need that. You don't need a cheerleader every step of the way. You know what I'm saying? So, that's one example of someone who does not have very good self-esteem. And therefore, it's affecting them in their life, and it's affecting different areas of their life, and that's a friend, So anyway, you guys probably feel like I'm running my mouth, but I'm not, because this is meant for somebody to hear it. Okay. So I pray for, me to be able to reach people who truly need to hear what they need to hear. And if you feel like it's not for you, then, there's plenty of other channels. And I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, this is meant for somebody, even if it doesn't resonate with you. Okay. Now, two cards that pops out here before I could really finish shuffling, while I'm talking, is you got the Ace of Swords. So you got the Ace of Swords, and then you got the Temperance. There's a new beginning that it is trying your patience, okay? and you literally could just be tripping all over yourself or just tripping, period, because you are ready to get this new beginning off the ground, to get it going, to get it running, to get it started, whatever it is. Are you ready to start something? But it may be taking some time, okay? It may be taking some time, or it may be, like I said, something like it may be some obstacles or challenges, or it may be a little difficult to get off the ground or to start, or with this new start or beginning, whatever it could be. It could literally just be, having some hiccups, having this issue or that issue. But the thing that I do know about the Ace of Swords is whatever those challenges are, whatever the difficulty is, whether it's difficulty getting something off the ground or just a difficult start, period, there's always a silver lining, meaning you'll get past those challenges, you get past those difficulties. And once you do, that new beginning will be a wonderful one. It'll be a good one. So don't find yourself tripping up here. Don't find yourself tripping, period. Don't find yourself making mistakes and errors due to being impatient. Take your time with handling whatever this is that you're trying to start new, or whatever this is that you are already um, got off the ground, but it's having some, like I said, some hiccups, some challenges, some issues or whatever. You can get through this, but it's going to take patience and you doing your due diligence. Okay, so this also popped out, the Page of Pentacles or whatever. This is like the Page of Pentacles. Typically in my traditional deck is usually about receiving some sort of communication about financial matters, money, a raise, some money that's coming through, or just something that holds some sort of value to you, communication that just holds value to you. But in this particular, and that could very well be, but in this particular case here, this is also you managing your money and going and looking at, what is it that you have to work with? How are you spending your money? Working on your budget, working on your finances, look, making plans and looking at what you can invest in and trying to make sure you balance everything out, and trying to make, maybe for some of you, make sure that you have enough funds or enough money to work with for whatever goal that you're trying to do with getting this off the ground, or getting whatever this is going with that new beginning or that new start. Okay, so there was something I was going to say in regards to that, but it also could be for some of you, literally, your money really being closely looked at, your finances really being closely looked at during this particular time. Even if it's not by you, maybe it could be by a financial advisor, or, if it's for a loan or anything like that or whatever. And that also could be part of this new beginning that you're impatient about, that you want to start, and maybe you're wanting to make sure you have enough money, or maybe you're wondering if you have enough money. Maybe you could be wondering, maybe it could also be, like I said, trying to make sure that everything is accounted for, trying to make sure that everything is well planned out, well executed, in regards to something financial, or in regards to whatever this new beginning is. There's some sort of financial matters relating to it, even some sort of communication about finances related to that new beginning, and you're feeling impatient, you know. Yikes. Okay, so I want cards to come out when they're supposed to. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna. I got way more cards than I should normally be having, and it's because this is both of my decks put together. But there's a reason why I'm doing this. It's because I find that it's more helpful to have both of these decks together, because they both kind of have their own interpretations and meanings to them. But it's like having double of the same cards, but one has a different tone than the other, and I like having that combination to pull from. Okay, so, all right, enough of the shuffling. You guys are probably like, let's get this going, but you're still getting info. I'm still getting info while I'm taking my time shuffling, so it's all good. It's all good. All right, so Yeah. In this month, you know, aside, like I said, your self-esteem affecting, your situations in your life, and, there's a miracle that's going to blossom here out of your situation, because like I said, you have an angel and God looking over you. You have, the divine spirit looking over you. You have some blessings that are coming through for you, and if they're not, then they're going to come through for you. And you're going to need to be patient for this. But yeah, you guys are trying to be prepared this month, and you're doing your due diligence or whatever. You're putting in your work and your effort, your time, whatever it is you need to do to prep for whatever this new beginning, this new start, or whatever it is you're trying to get off the ground, that you've been impatient about. Because whatever this is, it is going to be like a dream come true to you. It is like your happiness and your contentment that's going to strongly be affected by this, okay? It could be that dream job, that dream career, that though the maybe you finally reaching this financial uh what's the word I'm looking for? This financial stature that you really want, making the kind of money you want, or having the kind of money you want to have. It could be that relationship, that commitment, that relation, the marriage, whatever it is that you want. This is about your dreams truly coming true. For someone, it could be a house or a home. Okay, whatever it is that will bring you happiness, contentment, joy, abundance, um, and affect you in a large positive way. That's what you're preparing for. Okay, some of you literally could be preparing to carry something home. Okay, to take something home. Maybe for some, I'm here. Maybe for someone, it could be taking a baby home, but not everybody. Not everybody. Okay. All right. But what's hanging over the situation is, and you got the Tower in reverse, and if with the Tower card, it's still kind of like similar energy. Upright. This is unexpected things, surprises, uh, chaos, things falling apart. But more so, this is about surprises and unexpected things happening, coming through, and da 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 da. This is something, to me, in reverse, you kind of expect, and this is about sudden changes too. You expect this change. This is no, whatever this is that's hanging over your situation, it's no surprise to you whatsoever. Um, I got this same card in reverse in the Libra reading. Okay, where whatever it is that they're experiencing, or whatever they're seeing, or whatever, it's no surprise to them. So I don't know if you guys are dealing with the Libra or not, but I'm just kind of making that connection. But whatever it is, what's hanging over the situation, it's no surprise to you. It's no shock. You kind of expect this, or you kind of knew this was coming. And it's not, it doesn't have necessarily be a negative thing. Okay, it could be a positive thing. It could be anything. Just like something is going to come through. It's like if with this new beginning, you're obviously planning for something, right? You obviously expect something is going to happen. You know this new beginning is going to happen. Whatever that new beginning could be. New job, new career, new relationship, new making a new move somewhere, new home, whatever it is, this is coming. You know what I'm saying? You expect it. You're planning for it. So this is not a surprise. So it's like you have something here of your situation. It's a sudden change, but it's not anything that is going to catch you off guard, or that you're going to be shocked or surprised about, okay? If you guys did go through anything that was shocking, the shock is over, okay? But what's underlying the situation, the root of it is you have this water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or this is someone who likes to have a good time. They like to drink. They're an emotional type of person. They could be intuitive or empath, psychic. They could be someone who they could be sensitive to others, or they also could be sensitive, meaning you have to be careful what you say to them around them, or else you'll hurt their feelings, kind of thing. And they also could be drama, but they're in the reverse here, so they're not in their most positive energy. So you could be feeling like this is this person is negative if they are a water sign, or if they have these other characteristics. They might be drama, they might be overly sensitive in that they easily get offended, they could be paranoid, insecure. You know what I'm saying? This maybe even could be possibly you experiencing this energy or carrying this energy, even though you're an earth sign. There's still characteristics in things that carry with this particular card, that even if you're not a water sign, you could be carrying those traits. And if they're in, this card's in reverse, any of my core cards in reverse, that means that person is taking on the negative traits of that particular energy, or that particular sign is being negative, okay? And they're taking on that. So that's at the root of this situation here. In the past, you guys, um, it looks like you weren't making a move, okay? You weren't making a move. You weren't taking any action here. And in the present of the situation, things feel like a burden. You very much could be experiencing feeling like you have so much that you are carrying on your shoulders, so much that you like, so much responsibility. It could be financial related, because like I said, that came up, that you're trying to handle your money, your finances. You really feel like everything right now is a burden on you. You're carrying more than your fair share of the load. Um, you're putting in hard work as well. So even if you're not feeling burdened, you're definitely putting in the hard work. You're definitely putting in your effort, okay? And you're carrying these burdens. And I want to say burdens, you're carrying these responsibilities responsibly, though. You're handling it. So even if it is a lot, you are handling it. And for some of you, it really could feel like a burden. Whereas for some of you, you're just like, well, I got to put in this hard work, and I'm just going to do it, because whatever it takes to get where it is I'm trying to go, or achieve where it is I'm trying to achieve here with this new beginning, this new start, or whatever. You guys are concerned about that you need to continue to work on things, okay? And I feel like that's what you're doing. You continue to work on things. You could be working on a project, money, finances, whatever, but whatever this is, you're working on it, okay? The outside influence that you have here is, another person that is being negative. Could still even be you. This is a fire sign, which could be a Leo, a Aries, or a Sagittarius. And if it's not one of them, and keep in mind that people may have these signs in their birth or natal chart, sun rising, moon, Venus, Mars, but only Venus and Mars if, like, say they have uh, two fire signs in those areas, like maybe if they have an Aries Venus and a Leo Mars, something like that. But so this also could be someone with the characteristics that they could be someone who handles business, someone who manages, someone who leads, a leader, a manager. They could also be someone who, in the upright, they would be confident and charismatic and charming and sociable and fun and warm, and like I said, a leader and chatty and those kind of things. Passionate, compassionate. But in the reverse, and someone who's confident. But in reverse, this is someone who's cocky, arrogant, temperamental, fiery, jealous, those kind of things. Someone who is negative, okay, dominant, bossy, a narcissist, arrogant, whatever, okay. Now, it's not to say that you guys are all these nasty things, but you guys could be experiencing, being, angry, or you could be around someone who's angry, because this feels like anger type of energy. This feels like someone they're just being negative, okay? Or you could literally just be dealing with a fire sign or someone with fire in their chart who's behaving this way, okay? Yeah, and that's the outside influence of the situation. But this is someone who, I don't know, I keep hearing on the outside looking in, but they're not really in the upright positive energy. The obstacle that you guys have here is someone is, you could be feeling cheated, or you could be feeling like someone is taking advantage. of you, okay? And you could be trying to figure out how to keep someone from taking advantage of you, or you could be trying to figure out how to be the keep from being taken advantage of, period, in your situation, okay? Because this is all about someone stealing, cheating, taking advantage, taking for granted, you know, someone being sneaky. You also could be, facing the fact that you feel like someone is sneaky, okay, as an obstacle or challenge. Was that in reverse? I don't think that was in reverse. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that was in reverse. Um, it's also possible for someone out there in this group of Virgos that you could be, um, yeah, I feel like that's, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that, okay? In your, and you guys let me know how this resonates, okay? In your expectation, you guys could be no longer feeling, I mean, it's like you guys could be expecting that you're going to do fine. You could be expecting everything's going to work out. You could be expecting to come out of this mindset, this poverty mindset of, or this lack, this sense of lack. So I feel like you guys kind of expect that if you ever were in a situation where you felt like you were lacking, or you lacked having enough, or you felt unstable or insecure, or you felt neglected or left out in the cold, or like you were struggling with money, you guys are honestly expecting this to turn around for you. You're expecting that you are going to do better, you're going to benefit, you are going to do well. And you're no longer going to experience this sense of lack, or this sense of feeling neglected or left out in the cold. For those of you, if it was health, if you were in poor health, you're expecting your health is going to improve and you're going to be doing better and in better health, okay? Because this is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So it's the opposite of whatever it is in the upright. I like that you guys have that positive frame of mind and attitude, because Libra and Scorpio didn't necessarily when I did their readings. In the future position here, between now and the next few days, the next few weeks, next few months, even as far as a year, you guys are getting somewhere. You're making it somewhere. You're getting far. You're traveling. You're getting ahead. You're overcoming your obstacles and your challenges. At least you expect to. But I feel like you really are going to do this. You're taking off. Okay? You're going to get somewhere. You're definitely going to see things through, and you're going to be a success. Okay? Meaning you're going to overcome these obstacles and challenges. And I don't know why, for some reason, I'm kind of expecting here that you guys, in your expectations, you expect some sort of uh, gains to come through as well, financially, possibly. In your outcome, and this is interesting because uh, Libra had this card in reverse as well. So, like I said, there's somebody out there in the Virgo group who may be dealing with the Libra. Okay. You guys also could be dealing with a water sign, fire sign as well. Maybe all of them. But I'm just making these connections here. With the Emperor card in reverse, what's interesting is this is someone who's not making the tough calls, tough decisions, not seeking wise counsel. So somewhere here, even though you guys expect to do better, even though you look like you're going to overcome the challenges, you guys are take this as a warning. Do not allow yourself to do not allow yourself to slack off on making whatever tough calls, decisions you need to make. Okay? Don't rely on someone else 100% to do it. You can do this too. Okay? You can cooperate with others. You can do this too. This is a specific message for somebody. Make sure that you definitely step up to the plate and make the tough calls and decisions you need to make. Make sure that if you are unsure of anything, that you seek out advice from those who are knowledgeable, even from professionals, from a trusted friend, a trusted elder, senior relative, whoever. But I also want to say, because this is a different deck, so this is not presenting the traditional meaning for the Emperor card. In this deck, my one school tarot, this is someone who he means well. He means to come through and um, bless others and help others and give them charity and give them gifts and to do kindness towards others. But this person is dropping all these gifts behind him and he doesn't realize it. So this is someone who means well, but they're making mistakes. You know, in the reverse, okay, and like I said, Libra had this in their reading as well. In the reverse, in the outcome here, um, you seem to be coming aware that you could be making some mistakes, you could be making some errors, okay? Or someone could be making some mistakes or we could be making errors, but maybe you have this understanding that you didn't mean to or they didn't mean to. It's just this thing where I feel like you're going to get to see and realize that people are imperfect, okay? People imperfect, including you. And no one means to be imperfect. No one means to drop the ball, make the errors or mistakes that they make, especially when they're putting the best foot forward, okay? So it's one of those things where you're going to have to, like I said, make sure that your self-esteem is intact so that you're not relying on anyone else to tell you that you're doing fine or it's okay, everybody makes mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You realize this in yourself. Also realize that other people are not perfect. So Virgo, you're dealing with two people here who are in the negative, and I feel like for some of you, you are taking on this negative energy in these two different aspects, one being emotional, the other one being temperamental. Okay, so what you have to keep in mind is no one's perfect. Not even the people that you're dealing with, not even yourself included. And that, we're all human. We're all human, okay? Um, no one may not be even be sneaky, cheating, lying, or stealing, or even trying to take advantage of you. Because that's the other thing I'm getting, that some of you may be feeling like others are trying to take advantage of you or cheat you or take something that doesn't belong to them or take you for granted or being sneaky. But and that's the obstacle challenge. But it's not necessarily, it may not necessarily be true. And I think you're going to realize this as the outcome. So that is the other narrative for this outcome in this reading. Like I said, some of you may not do what you're supposed to do because, you rely on, I feel like, others to, make you feel like, oh, everything's fine. But you really need to know that you can rely on yourself. But like I said, for the others, it's going to be one of those things, you realizing that for the people that you're dealing with and even yourself, no one is perfect. And like I said, the energy that you're seeing that may not be so perfect, the less than secure energy, feeling insecure, being negative, being temperamental, those things, is a result of, like I said, you feeling some sort of way because you haven't taken the time to understand who you are and what you bring to the table, and realizing that you're a good person. You know what I'm saying? You're a good person and you don't need anyone to validate you or to uplift you in order for you to, feel like you can do this, like you can handle it, okay? That message is specific for someone, whoever was meant to get it, hear it, or whatever. So now I'm pulling advice cards. Let's see what comes out for you guys. There's one right there. So, you guys have the life experience card, okay? And it says, and let me point that out to you. That's the life experience card, okay? And it says a significant life event is coming up. A powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. And you guys got a no card here. You got a no card here. If anybody had an answer that you were wondering about what that no is, you know what the answer is. But a clarifier card here. Ah, what was I saying before about somebody thinking somebody's sneaking, cheating, taking advantage, stealing, you know, those kind of things. Okay? And you could be, concerned that somebody is, trying to do something that you don't really, you're going to realize that they're not really doing that, or they don't mean to make these mistakes, or they don't mean to be dropping the ball. You got no with the Three of Cups. Okay, you got no with the Three of Cups. That means there's no third party situation. There's no other person involved, so there's no third party involved. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times this card can be signaling a third party involved, somebody having a good time partying, and those kind of things. They all in this tub with their clothes off, a menage, whatever you want to think it is. Um, that's a no. Okay. Uh, it's also, I don't know why I keep hearing not a cause for celebration. Somebody needs to hear that. Okay. Somebody needs to hear that. If anyone was concerned about a pregnancy, it's a no. But I really feel like this is more so about someone out here being concerned if there was some cheating going on, some sneaking going on, someone trying to take advantage and things like that, or get over. And it's a no. It's a no. That's three cards. I don't want three. Really, that's four. I don't want four cards. Just preferably one, maybe two. But I'm definitely interested in hearing how this reading resonates with you guys. So please comment and let me know how this resonates, because I'm really interested in hearing how this particular reading resonates with you guys for this video and any video, period, because this is really interesting to me. Like, this is a very interesting narrative. It's very interesting what I'm picking up here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is freaking crazy, right? Okay, so this, I don't normally read these reverse, but this came up in reverse. This is telling you to say no. Someone could be proposing something to you and it's telling you to say no. What you guys might be struggling with turning something down that is proposed to you, okay? And I think it comes back to that self-esteem. You wanting to be loved, you wanting to be accepted, you wanting to feel like, validated, you wanting to belong. For some of you, it's about not knowing what you're worth and not knowing that you deserve better, not knowing that you can have better or you can have more. That's the other problem with not having the proper self-esteem, is it can cause you to settle for less. And you don't want to settle for less. So if someone's making a proposal to you, some kind of offer or proposal, those of you who are struggling to say no, you're being told to say no to wherever this offer or proposal is, okay? You don't have to accept anything just because you feel like that's as good as it's going to get, okay? This message is for somebody. Even if it ain't for all of you, this is definitely meant for somebody, I'm pulling a romance angel card because for those of you, if this reading resonates with your love life, this will give you some extra insight. But even if this reading resonates with you in different other areas of your life, job, career, finances, family issues, just whatever on your personal life or health, a lot of times I can make these cards resonate, and not resonate, but like make them make sense for situations that don't resonate for love life. I'm sleepy, so it's been a very long day, so sometimes I don't say things that make sense, but I'm all here for the most part, but it's time for me to go to bed. But I definitely want to do this before going to bed. You got the attraction card here. You got the attraction card. And it's telling you you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay. Um, Once again, like I said, I still feel like that ties into your self esteem. You attract what you want to you, no matter what part of your life it's in, by you doing you and feeling good about what's going on in your life and feeling good about yourself and just taking time to smell the roses like she is. She ain't worried about anything. She's sitting there smelling the roses and just taking time to enjoy the simple things, enjoy the beauty in life, you know. So you guys need to do the same. I'm sorry that these readings this month seem to be longer than last month's, but the messages are pure. They're really coming out for you guys. So, if you're interested in getting a reading that clarifies more of these positions or getting a personal reading that is for your energy only and not for the entire collective of all the Virgos, um, you can seek out a reading with me by going to my website, prettytarot.com, or you can email me at prettytarot@gmail.com. And you can check the description box below to see how much readings are right now because sometimes I do sales, but you won't see it on the website. You'll see it in my description box. And when I have sales, you just send the payment through PayPal. That way you can pay for the sale price when I have sales versus the price that's listed on my site. I appreciate you guys. Thanks.